Hello America and curling fans from Canada and Newfoundland. This is your host Ryan Olson with the latest draw from the 2026 double-takeout.com MoPac Championships, coming to you live from Coyotes Curling in Tempe, Arizona. We have a Coyotes clash, one of several this weekend. There's a lot of Coyotes teams in the field. This game will feature Team Sluser taking on Team Leclair. Sluser has the red rods, Leclair has the yellows. They did do the draw shot challenge to see who would have the hammer by being close to the center. I was going to guess Sluser was going to be the hammer team because Sluser put it right on the pin. They had to triangulate the stone to get the distance, and apparently the second shot was not as awesome as that first one. As Sluser gets set for the first stone. This is our feature sheet with commentary. However, if you want to check out the action on any of the other sheets at the Coyotes Club, you can visit the Coyotes Curling YouTube channel for those streams. Kind of hope you'd stick with us, but I understand people have their favorites they want to check out. Rocks in play. We are underway here as the lead for Team Sluser delivers the first stone. We've seen a decent amount of curl, especially going away right to left from this view. This rock goes a little deep. I think we're going to kind of challenge Leclair to go into a takeout game as we see Brian for Team Leclair deliver the first shot for Team Leclair. Other sheets in play. There's only 3 sheets in play this draw, 2 men's teams and 1 women's team. On sheet A, we have Team Siggins taking on Team Meyer. As that hit was made by Brian. Looking to return the favor from Team Sluser. That's Kenny Duncan with the lead rocks for Team Sluser. Looks like the hit was made, but then they were not able to keep the shooter. Might be going a little heavy. Nope, it's a guard. In the corner guard at that. Okay, I might be confusing some of the players for Sluser. I'll double check that. So it looks like the second for Sluser has been asked to put up a guard. See that over curled a little bit, but not too shabby. Stepping to the hack now for Team Leclair is Jeff Baird. So just letting you guys know about what's on the other sheets. I mentioned before on sheet A we have Siggins and Meyer. That's a men's game. The other game on the ice is the women's game between Team Camarena taking on Team Walsh. And again, we're keeping track of scores at bonspieler.com, and live streams are available at the Coyotes YouTube channel as well as the feature game if you're watching it on the MoPac channel. And our broadcast is being brought to you by curling.gg. That was a good draw around by Jeff. I think that's Kenny Duncan. I'll double check. So it does draw around the corner guard. I think they would have liked it 2 feet deeper, but that's still pretty good nonetheless. So now it looks like Leclair wants to split the rings with Jeff's second stone. Nice easy release. Super's jumped on it pretty early. This is looking like it's going to be a tight guard or top of the house at best. Oh, it's going a little deeper than I thought. It's actually right where Leclair wanted it, so that's why they're on the ice and I'm in here. That was a good shot there from Jeff. Looking now for the third for Team Sluser. Looking to hit, and I think maybe roll back towards the middle. Notice it wouldn't be too bad. So a decent sized roll, actually about 4.5 feet of roll. That's pretty solid. Good shot there. It's good for a second shot as it settles in the back 4 foot. The Leclair yellow is out counting it by about a half rock. We've got the third for Team Leclair in the hack. This is Fred Maxey, and boy, does he have stories to tell you. We'll get into his bio in a little bit. But a couple of the curlers from Coyotes have experience at the Canadian Men's Championship called the Briar, and I'm sure he would correct me if I was wrong, but I believe Fred is one of the players with Briar experience. So Fred's shot is to draw right on top and plonk it right in front of the Sluser red, pardon me. Looking to draw again. want to park it right on top of the rock that Maxey just put up, and mission accomplished. That rock is now shot. I wonder if Leclair would want to maybe blow up the pile right now, because you can see from this front on view, he can get to that front red right now. He is calling for takeout weight, just by the nature of him tapping his head. Looking for some heat. Oh no! Maxey kind of lost his balance. He kind of had to bail out. Let's see if he's on target. It's close. Oh, it whips off of the guard. So, just an unfortunate miss there from Fred Maxey. So we are to Skip Stones, and Sluser is looking for a way to secure his advantage and steal the end. Looks like they're going to try and draw on top of the red that the third just put up. Skylar Sluser with his first. The line's the most important part with this shot. If it's a guard, that's not too bad, but it has to guard the right part of the stone in the shot. And it came back late. I don't think it did exactly what they were hoping for. Yeah, that takeout is still there. Looking to just open things up, hopefully be shot, or at least make it easier for Leclair to pop out the red opponent stone with his last. As Bob Leclair gets set, the first of two Skip Stones with the hammer. Trying to push it for curl. Looks like it's crashing on the front stones. But it ends up in the pile, so I think that's what they wanted. I think really kind of the best they could do as well. So Sluser's going to put a front stone back up. I think maybe take a smidge less ice. See where he tapped the broom. He wants it to be a guard. These games are being timed. You can see in the background there is a clock to let the teams know how much time they have of thinking time. Both teams have 30 minutes to play 8 ends. The clock starts when their turn begins, and it stops when the delivered stone crosses the delivery tee line. And teams are expected to play ends in about 3 minutes 45 seconds. If the game goes to an extra end, they get additional time. And there's also a timeout during regulation and a timeout in the extra end. You can't carry the regulation timeout into the overtime. So that guard, that front stone again, over curls. So it does give Leclair a chance. I think it's possible to get those two reds moving and then be sitting 2, maybe 3. This will be an excellent shot if Leclair makes it. Last ruck here, the hammer here in the first end. It looks a little wide. Oh, and it flashes. So that looks to be a steal of 1. They are kicking the rocks. I'm pretty sure it's a steal of 1 for Sluser, but we'll double check when we come back in just a moment to the 2026 Club Playdowns on the curling.gg network. That is a steal of 1. As we get started with the second end, just a quick reminder and thanks to our sponsors, including doubletakeout.com, offering statistics and analytics of the top men's and women's teams from around the world at doubletakeout.com, and curling.gg, offering real physics simulation to recreate curling situations to test which might be the best shot, the winning shot, at curling.gg. And Endgame Curling, manufacturers of the travel handle, compatible with many broom heads. It breaks into 3 pieces for easy storage into most carry-on luggage at endgamecurling.com. Back to the action here on our feature sheets. So it's the lead for Sluser is Matt O'Brien. So it's good to do people's names right. It's a serious deal. As we have Matt with his second stone here, he drew in. So they're traded hits. As Brian Onken is set for his second stone. Looking to draw on top of the shot stone of the back 4 foot. Something over curled. It could be what they wanted. might be a second shot. As we have Kenny Duncan with his first rock at the end as second. And coverage of this end is being brought to you by doubletakeout.com. Fans of the top men's and women's teams from around the world can find their team and view statistical information updated throughout the current season by proprietor Ken Pomeroy to see how their team ranks against others at doubletakeout.com. I think it over curled a little bit. I think the ideal place would have been right in front of that shot stone. As Jeff Baird gets set. Looking to contact something, I believe, the front stone or the shot stone in the back. It's over curling though. It's going to hang on. It does. It gets one of the reds, the shot red out, but then the front stone that got raised stitches around for a shot. It does appear Leclair might be sitting sitting 2, 4, let's say, and then Sluser sitting 1, 3. Kenny's been asked to do the hits. And it looks like it's going to flash, unfortunately. They were yelling to sweep, and it just flashes. I think it was maybe tight out of hands. So I think Jeff is going to draw again. Looks pretty good there. It was not close to that front stone. I was worried about that for a second, but it was fine. As we have Jeff Kunkel get set with his first. Looking for that hit again. And probably roll wide a little bit, but shot was made. So Leclair liked that last shot and wants Fred Maxey to do the same thing again. Time this bad boy, see how it moves across the ice. I'd say it looks a little heavy. Missed it. Okay, actually that's for where they want it. Ooh, it wicks off of the shot yellow and rolls over the red second stone. So close, but just over curled. So it looks like Sluser wants Jeff to draw on top of the yellow down a very similar line to what Maxey just threw. This one's a little bit lighter than Maxey's first. Good sweep though. Sweeping, as people may or may not know, warms the top of the ice ever so slightly, which reduces friction ever so slightly, and it helps the stone do two things primarily. It helps the stone go further, and also helps the stone go straighter. And that's kind of the way we were taught, although recent experience has shown that you can sweep one direction to accentuate the curl, or sweep the opposite direction to maybe try to get the stone to back up and not curl as much. And so you have Maxie with his second stone. Just a draw. It's going to be more of a front stone as opposed to a bona fide guard, but it does make that draw to the shot stone a little trickier. Maxie is sitting 1, 4, 5, maybe 6. That's a pretty lonely yellow on the edge of the forefoot. So Sluser's talking it over. I think they want to maybe try the tap raise. Yellow, red, yellow. To sit 2. That makes sense to me. I don't see a lot of downside to it, even if they miss. So the broom's down, and Styler Sluser makes his way to the hat to deliver the shot stone for his Coyotes team. And the shot they've chosen, I believe, is to blow it up. Kind of go now into the scoring area to take the signal point that the player sitting in the way. Got some heat. Makes a lot of stones move, and that looks like a double play. Let's look at the replay. Signal point that the player sitting in the way. Got some heat. Makes a lot of stones move, and that looks. And that double takeout was brought to you by doubletakeout.com. So just like that, the center is open, pretty wide open. That was a great shot there from Sluser. As Bob Leclair gets sets. Need to make sure just around the front stone. Looks like it's going to be pretty tight. It does get around the front stone and settles in buried on the Sluser red in the back 12-foot area. So the broom's down for a draw. Sluser wanted to make sure the line was correct. Looking to draw. I imagine the top 4 foot would be maybe the ideal territory to end up. So they were really wide. It curled early though. But it does get around that front stone and will settle in the back 8-foot area, almost corner frozen to the Leclair yellow. So, there's about 4 inches separation, I dare say. So now Leclair is facing a draw for 1. As his shot's away, last rock here at the end. Looking to draw the 4-foot. Line looks pretty good. Weight looks maybe a smidge heavy. Is it going to be around the front stone? It is. Needs to sit down on top of the red for a single point, and it does reach that red rock in the back 4-foot for a single. Good shot there from Leclair. That was a hard-fought, well-played end by Team Sluser. We're tied at 1. Pause the action. We'll be right back as our coverage continues from the 2026 DoubleTakeout.com MoPac Championships. We're back to the 2026 Club Playdowns on the curling.gg network. It needs a jingle. We'll work on that. The curling GG jingle. Onken puts up a guard. All square here at 1-all. Let's go around the rings as Matt O'Brien gets set for his first rock. I think they're trying to draw around. So 2 other sheets in play as that draw round was successful by O'Brien. On sheet A, the contest between Team Siggins at Coyotes and Team Meyer of San Francisco Bay Area. Meyer stole the first end and to go up 1-0 after 1. On sheet B, the women's game between Team Camarena of San Francisco and Team Walsh of San Francisco. Walsh blinked the first, took the hammer to the second, and converted with 2 to take a 2-0 lead after Camarena. After 2. And Onken was asked to draw a round. And that looks like it is top 8 foot. So now Matt O'Brien's going to try to draw the other side. And it ends up a little light. I believe, or maybe it crashed on the car. As coverage of this end is being brought to you by curling.gg, the only platform where you can take your shot, watch it execute with accurate physics, undo and try again until it's perfect. Practice strategy, finesse your technique, and enjoy a good game, all for free and ad-free at curling.gg. So Jeff is going to draw, maybe sit on top of the Sluser red in the back 4 foot. Indeed, there is a slight tap, but otherwise pretty solid there from Jeff. And Sluser's going to try to do some cleanup. So there's a bit of what we call schmutz on the ice. So the broom is down for the takeout. As Kenny Duncan gets set and delivers. Does peel the front stone. Good shot. So Leclair does not have the hammer this end. Let me update the scoreboard. All right. So he wants to put up a front stone guard. Choosing an interesting path where the yellow guard is tighter to the path than the red on the right. Actually, it looks pretty good. Looks like Styler is looking for a hit and roll. So it looks like we've dialed up a takeout. Asked for a hit and some roll, and that's what he got. A hit and some light roll. Another good shot there from Kenny Duncan. So Fred Matzy is being asked to put the front stone guard back into place with the out turn counterclockwise rotation. Oh, sorry, that was a hit, not a draw. Does take out the red that was just put into the rings. Jeff Kunkel is going to draw around, I believe. I think that's the call. Just put another stone in that's counting or will count, and then take care of the shot stone with a shot or a shot after that. Actually, they wanted to take out that shot stone now. Taps it bat. I think it's that yellow is still a second shot, and then the shooter is now shot. And looking to see some more heat from Fred Maxey. So it runs the shot red back, and it jams on the red in the back. Now it looks like Leclair sitting first and second shot. This is Jeff's second stone here. I believe he's looking to draw on top of the yellow on the left side of the sheet. Sweepers were on it early, and now they're just walking it down, cleaning occasionally. This looks like it could go deep. It ends up in the bat 4 foot. Good for shot. So we are to skip stones. And Leclair could just draw on top of that red that was put into the rings by Jeff Kunkel. I think that's maybe what they've dialed up. As Bob Leclair makes his way to the hat. Just looking to do a soft takeout, I believe. I don't think Leclair wants at least one of those reds to stick around. Looks like it's going to settle on top of the shot stone. So the red's around. But now it effectively looks like Leclair's sitting 1, 2, and 3. And 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. While Sluser is sitting 3rd and 4th and 5th shot. So it was a good tap back from Bob Leclair. And now the question is, how is Sluser going to respond? As Styler gets set. First shot, nice smooth weight, not an upweight missile. And I think just looking to draw on top of one of the yellows. This is a little heavy. It does wick off of the shot yellow and spins back onto the yellow in the back. 4-foot taps it back. So it does help things a bit. Looks like the red is now shot stone. So it looks like I think the player's going to want to take it on. So the broom's down. I'm going to guess for a tap back. This is Bob Leclair's last here in the third end without the hammer. I'm just looking to tap one of those reds back to make sure that the Sluser really only has a chance for one. I believe that takeout was accomplished. Good shot there from Leclair. So now Sluser Sluser, I believe, just has to draw for a single point. But the good news is that he has draw weight in his back pocket, considering the fact that he put it on the pin during the draw shot challenge in advance of tonight's game. So his last rock is away, looking for a draw. There's some backing with those yellows in the ring. As Sluser is facing 3 yellows, I believe. So it taps the yellow. I believe it was a steal. We'll see what score they put up as they clear the ice. Pause in the action. We'll be right back as our coverage continues from the 2026 MoPac Championships on the curling.gg network. So Sluser did score, waiting for them to post the score, post the number. So Matt O'Brien drawing to a guard. That looks like it's on the center line. We are playing with the no-tit rule here at this event. No-tit rule means that for the first five rocks of the end, an opposing team cannot dislodge a opponent's stone off of the center line in the guard zone. So it looks like for Team Leclair, they're choosing to draw around that center guard. Oh, so technical timeout on C. Looks like they want to make sure that the red rock is on the center line. I mean, it looks like it is to me from this head-on view. But they have a T-square or a square measure to make sure that it is, as we have one of our ice officials head on the ice to double check. It's just a matter of putting the square on the line and making sure that the square is on the line and seeing if the rock is also on the line. And it looks like it's pretty close. I thought it was. Looking at it from this other angle here. So while he's looking at it, looks like he's done. That was a single point for Sluser. So Team Sluser's up 2-1 over Leclair. Leclair has the hammer here in this fourth end. So Matt O'Brien's going to have to pop out that stone. And it looks like it's going to be on the money. The shooter itself is going to roll across the house. And not quite out of play, but not in the ring. So it would not score if the end finished right now. There's no way to bring it into score. So that was a good hit there from Matt. So Brian's second stone is away. He's been curling for 7 years. As the stone hits down the ice. He reached the quarterfinals at last year's men's Playdowns. Was a champion at the 2023 MoPac 5U. And the bio notes that he has a lot of great ideas. He can fold a fitted sheet without consulting YouTube. He was a former contestant on Star Search, losing only to Justin Timberlake. As Kenny Duncan's first stone is away. Looking for a hit again, and that is made. So it looks like Leclair's going to try and draw the other side of the sheet. Jeff Barrett has been curling for 13 years. Was a previous MoPac Club champion in 2019 and 2020, pardon me. And was a silver medalist at the 2020 event. So looking to try and draw around the guard. I think it it tips the guard, and then the shooter is going to roll through the rings out of play. So it was heavy to begin with. So with a wide open house, Kenny Duncan's just going to be asked to draw around that tight center guard. Line looks pretty good. The weight maybe was a little tricky, so it's over curled at that point. So I think a pretty decent line. If it was a little heavier, it would have been golden. So Jeff claims to be the best Jeff in the Coyotes club. A former competitive eater, he once ate 43 Pop-Tarts in 9 minutes. He's a competitive pickleball player, or he is a competitive pickleball player, but recently lost to a celebrity match to Khloe and Kim Kardashian. Fred Maxey let me know in advance that some of these biographies might not be entirely accurate. So that draw looks like it was pretty good. It's right on top of the button, Barry. And so Jeff Kunkel is going to be asked to just draw around. I think maybe if they're lucky, tap the yellow open. It's kind of hanging out, so they're trying to coax it over. And it does get coaxed a little bit, but it's just side by side with the shot yellow. So Leclair could do a heavy draw and just tap that red away and just kind of roll open. Fred Maxey delivers his first rock. He's been curling for 30 plus years. I was hoping for more shenanigans in Fred Maxey's bio. There's not any shenanigans at all. It just mentions that he was a 2023 MoPac Club semifinalist, a 2025 MoPac Club champion, and was the national champion for mixed in 2016, as well as the national champion for seniors in 2022. That hit was made, so a good shot there by Mr. Maxey. So Jeff Kunkel, his bio reads Jeff Kunkel. No one on Team Slusser gave us bios. So we're just going to wing it as Kunkel wings that shot, hits the wing of the shot stones, and gets them both moving. That was a double takeout. That shot hits the wing of the shot stones and gets them both. And I missed the buffer, but that double takeout was indeed brought to you by doubletakeout.com. As it looks like Fred Maxey is going to be asked to draw around the center stone. The two center guards. About 1640. That I don't think I timed it right. But that is really well buried under those two staggered center guards. and is the shot stone, also the only rock in the range. So now I think Slusser is going to, I thought they were going to move their own guards to open up the shot rock. Looks like they're going to maybe outdraw Maxi's stone. Again, we're looking to see about 5 feet of curl, so I wonder if he wants to draw and then maybe tap the yellow Maxi rock into the open. As Slusser gets set with his first here without the hammer here in the fourth end. Weight looks maybe a smidge on the light side. Actually, weight was actually good. And that settles in the back of the forefoot, so it's just a smidge heavy. I thought it was going to be light. Not too bad, but it does keep things open for Leclair to score multiple points here in this fourth end. So looking to draw again. So we're seeing about 4 feet of curl. They're set up for 4 feet or maybe 4.5 feet of curl. As Bob Leclair is getting set. It looks like Maxi kind of waved the sweepers off. This looks like it might be a smidge on the heavy side. Assuming. But there is backing with that red rock in the back forefoot. So actually it's probably good to draw to the back forefoot. I'd say not too shabby. Hello to the people watching us online. Definitely appreciate people tuning in. So it looks like Slusser's going to try to draw again and just sit on top of the yellow that that Leclair put up. I haven't seen Skylar skip before. So this is interesting. We definitely have seen Leclair. Leclair is a fierce competitor on the ice, but one of the most outgoing and friendly members of the club off the ice. Just maybe kind of embodying the spirit of curling, where you want to do your best against the best that other teams have to offer, but in the spirit of sportsmanship and good play, fair play. This is Skylar's last rock here, looking to draw on top of the Leclair rock that just came in. That looks not too shabby, maybe a smidge heavy. This might be a slight miss here. Actually, not too bad. It's going to wick off. It was a miss. It wicks off and rolls wide right. Not too much, but just enough to be the difference. And so Leclair now has a chance to jump into a 4-2 lead into the halftime break. With another draw, he just basically throws the same shot he just threw, he gets a bonus point. So sitting 2, a chance for one more is Bob Leclair, who is now working as a senior model for American Thread's Skinny Jeans. He's on a billboard in the senior center in his retirement community. And again, these facts may not necessarily be facts. As Bob's shot is away. So just a little on the light side. So sweepers are sweeping to make sure it gets to the forefoot. It's better now. Also have to do it around the guard. It's around the guard now. It hits the top yellow and just stops in time for that third point. So a good draw there by Bob Leclair for that second point. And he's going to take a 2-4 lead into the break. We're going to take a break with them. We'll be back in just a moment as we continue with our coverage of the 2026 doubletakeout.com MoPac Championships, coming to you from Coyotes Curling Club. And ongoing coverage of this event is being brought to you by doubletakeout.com. Throughout the competitive curling season, proprietor Ken Pomeroy updates the site with statistics and information from the major competitive curling events. You can see how your top men's or women's team ranks against the others at doubletakeout.com. And by curling.gg. For stips and curlers who love a good game, curling.gg is your ultimate practice tool. Free, easy, and all about strategy. Visit curling.gg to test your skills right meow. And by Endgame Curling, manufacturer of the Endgame Origin Broom, featuring a 9-inch head to cover more ice surface, transfer maximum energy, and carry stones further. More at endgamecurling.com. All right, pausing the action. We'll be back as we continue with your coverage of the club playdowns on the curling.gg network.
I'll do my best. That was some great video. Black and white. It was shot with like one of those shoulder-mounted VHS or Betamax. And the scary part is I'm more flexible than I used to be when I was more balls. Hockey players are notorious and stiff, right? Because they're constantly doing this, right? I need a Jolt Cola because I got like 3 hours of sleep last night. Oh,
Was it about week for overtime overall?
44 seconds out.
Well, I'm good.
Go ahead. We're ahead. Going in. Yes.
Oh, you're shaking? Cool, thanks.
One bad shot, really. Just remember, our eyes mean more than the one. Matt, my eyes are up here.
Rocks in play. We are underway here in the 5th end, where we will see how Team Sluser reacts or responds to Team Leclair taking a 4-2 lead with that last end. Onken drew to the top of the house, and it appears that Matt O'Brien is going to be asked to kind of tap that out, and he does. And that Red Rock is now a center line guard. I'm pretty sure it's a center line guard. And so now Onken's going to draw around with the counterclockwise out turn delivery. Well, that shot's underway. Let's go around the rings and update you on the scores. On sheet A, the contest between Team Siggins and Coyotes and Team Meyer of San Francisco. Meyer jumped out to 2-0 lead, but then Siggins found a 4 spot in the 3rd end. And then another single by Meyer in the 4th end makes it a 4-3 game in favor of Siggins. And that draw from Onken ends up being somewhat exposed, so O'Brien has a chance to take it out. And I'm pretty sure that's what is on tap here. I want to like scream O'Brien like the announcer used to do on A Late Night with Conan O'Brien. The announcer's name was Joel, if I remember correctly, and he would just say, "Conan O'Brien." And I'm not yelling it because obviously I'm on a microphone, not suitable for yelling. But I do want to just like yell O'Brien as much as I can. And I'm resisting the urge, and I think I deserve a cookie for that. And also, I think Matt O'Brien deserves a cookie for that draw. Turns out to be shot rock here on top 4 foot. The other game the other game in play is on sheet B, the contest between Team Camarena from San Francisco and Team Walsh from San Francisco. It's been all Walsh so far. After blanking the first end, Walsh converted the hammer with 2 in the second and then stole the 3rd and 4th end to make it 4-0 Walsh over Camarena. And that draw from Jeff looks pretty good. And Kenny Duncan is going to be asked to, I think, run the guard back. Looks pretty close. It's going to get... Ooh. That was not the way to miss that shot, unfortunately. So he did run the red back, but it ran it back onto their own and opened it up by getting rid of the red shooter. Sorry, getting rid of the red shot rock, and then the guard stuck around to be 3rd shot, I believe. So looking for some takeout action on Leclair, the hit and roll beauty there from Jeff Baird. Hit and roll. gets rid of the red stone, and now, just like that, Leclair is sitting 3. As coverage of this end is being brought to you by Endgame Curling, manufacturers of the Endgame Icon and Endgame Origin brooms. Each game features, or each broom features, oh goodness, eco-friendly fabric replacement, innovative locking sliding position, adjustable pivot resistance, large radius sliding bar, quick disconnect broom head, and is available for the travel handle conversion. More information at endgamecurling.com. So another attempt to run the guard into the pile, and it misses just ever so slightly. It opens it up, so it's not the worst the worst outcome in the world, but it still leaves Leclair sitting 3. As we have Fred Maxey slide out, looking to put up a guard, I would believe. The line's the most important part here. It might slide into the rings. Ashley's going to hang out in the top 12 foot. Protects most of the pile. I think you could probably get to it if you did like a peel weight. You might get 2 of those yellows moving. Although Sluser's looking at the other side. Sluser. Looking to, I think, maybe do a double from that side. As Jeff Kunkel slides out. I haven't talked about this today, but when you do curling delivery, when we teach curling delivery, there's 3 elements to keep in mind: A, B, and C. That's alignment, balance, and curl. And that was a good shot there. It hits the one of the yellows out, kicks one of the other yellows out into the open on the center line or near the center. Although I think Sluser's noting that it was maybe a little wide, but it did something. As Maxey is being asked to tap that stone out. Looking to want a little curl, not a lot of curl. This might curl more than they had hoped as it crosses the 8-foot line to the back 12-foot. So not a bad outcome, but just over curls, or it didn't curl enough. But I do believe that Leclair is sitting 3 again. So it looks like we're going to try I say we. Looks like they're going to try the takeout from the center area, and it looks like it's on the guard. Might roll into the rings. And it does roll into the rings, but it rolls through out of play. So the guard did its job for Team Leclair. Maybe Kunkel was perhaps a little tight. As Bob Leclair makes his way down the ice, you can see those 3 yellows. The two yellows are pretty well positioned. There is the yellow in the back 4-foot that Sluser can draw on top of if he wanted to. So it looks like Leclair is going to try to take away the easy double. With a front stone, let's see how it goes. That's more of a corner freeze. Not bad though. Sluser throws weight at it. Definitely get one or two of the stones removed. Maybe three if he's just feeling it. So just looking to throw some heat at that little bundle of Leclair yellows. Get some granite moving. You can see where the broom is. Not really accounting for a lot of curl, so I expect a lot of heat coming from Skylar Sluser as he gets sets, looking for alignment, balance, and curl. Good release. Curl is the release. So not a lot of curl. Let's see what happens. You can see 1, 2 stones leave the house. That was a double takeout. Let's check out the replay. Alignment, balance, and curl. Good release. Curl is the release. So not a lot of curl. Let's see what happens. You can see 1, 2 stones leave the house. That was a double takeout. Let's check out the replay. And that double takeout was brought to you by doubletakeout.com. As Bob Leclair is going to bop out that red in the top 8-foot area. They don't want to have it jam. Oh, it does jam on the yellow in the back, but it bounces off and rolls out of play. So a little luck there from Leclair. And Sluser could go for the blank, actually. Just like that. There's been so many rocks in play this entire end, and just like that, we could be going for a blank here. And Skylar gets set with his last. Hit and roll. See you later. One thing that Skylar will not be saying see you later to is the hammer. He'll hold on to it for one more end at least, as he will carry the hammer into the 6th end, hoping to claw into Team Leclair's 4-2 tie when we come back to the 2026 doubletakeout.com MoPac Championships. I hope you folks are having a good time this afternoon. I know we are. The warm room is pretty buzzing here at the Coyotes Curling Club. We got about a couple dozen fans, teams watching the game from the warm room. It's kind of the fun social environment that a lot of curling clubs have, and it's always great to see it here at Coyotes. If you are in the area, obviously come down to watch this event if you'd like. Otherwise, we'll be here all weekend with 4 games a day on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then Championship Sunday at the semifinals in the morning, and then the finals at noon. Ontin was asked to draw in. Matt O'Brien is putting up a corner guard. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing, hopefully you'll come back tonight for our MoPac After Dark game, starting at about 8 o'clock. Our feature game will be Team McDonald taking on Team Keeling in the women's field. That's our feature game, and all sheets are being streamed. All other sheets are being streamed on the Coyotes YouTube channel. And then for Friday and Saturday, we have 2 quadruple headers, one each day. Games starting at 9 a.m., 12:30 p.m., 4:30 p.m., and 8 p.m. So we have a lot of curling to go. This is going to be an exciting tournament, and I'm glad that you guys are with us for the ride on the curling.gg network. And it looks like Onken was asked to put up a guard of his own. And Matt O'Brien, I think, is looking to take out the shot stone in the rings with a nose hit. That mission is accomplished. So looking at the lead rocks in terms of shot selection and outcomes, kind of thrown, Matt's thrown about 50-50 draws to take out. And then for Team Leclair, Ogden has thrown, I believe, every one of his shots but one has been a draw or a guard. Let's just see Jeff Barrett's first rock head down the way. Looking to hit and stick of his own, or maybe a slight roll somewhere. You don't want it to roll out, and it will stick around. So, yeah, Brian Ogden, he threw one hit, and that was the very first shot of the game, as far as I know. Otherwise, he's thrown all draws and guards, and he's made about, I would say, 85% of them, if I were to guess. And it looks like just trading the hits back and forth here right now as Kenny Duncan returns the hits to on Brian Onken's, on Jeff Barrett's stone. That's buried now, so we're gonna have to change things up. Looking to draw around. I think still looking for that 4 to 5 feet of curl. 14:72 is the time, which should be close to T, although slowing up a little bit. Ends up in the top 4 foot. It's open though, so Duncan's going to pop that out. I guess there is a slight damage of jamming, a slight chance of jamming, pardon me. But it misses the red in the bat, and we have the one red shot stone in the back 8 foot. So it looks like another good shot there from Kenny Duncan. So it looks like Fred Maxey is being asked to draw around again for Team Leclair. This shot looks pretty good. It's going to end up on the lid. I would say about half open, as one you'd see from this over your head-on view. So Sluser's opting to peel the guard, which makes sense for Jeff Kunkel's first. Looks like they ended up peeling the guard. And now, with that red stone exposed in the back 8 foot, Max is being asked to clear it out. This looks like it's tight though. Is it going to hits the yellow shot stone? So miss, unfortunately, for Fred Maxey. So now there's a chance for Skylar Sluser to set up 2 here. With Jeff Kunkel's last here in this 6th end. We have 2 more ends after this. And the opportunity is swinging towards Sluser. That ends up in a really good place. About even, about level with the other red, making a double takeout, I would say next to impossible. So it looks like the broom is down for hits on that red on the right, and then rolling back towards the red on the left. Hits, but it rolls out. Not a bad outcome. I don't know if that's the outcome they wanted. So it looks like Sluser's going to just, I think, put the stone back to where it was, with Sluser's first draw of this end, with the 2 shot stones coming from him. Really shaping into a good possibility for Team Sluser. It looks like it might be a little, it's lighter than what the last stone from Jeff was. I think it's going to touch the rings though. So it does set up a possible double if Leclair wanted to take it on. Which I can see it being possible, and then the blink would be on if there's no red rock in the rings. And it looks like the broom is down for a hit and maybe a slight roll under the guard that's on the right side from this view. Leclair delivers his last rock without the hammer here in the sixth stand. His shot selections started off with all hits, and it's shifted to some mostly draws and then hits. So it does clear one of the reds, but it is exposed, and so all Sluser needs to do, pardon me, is just get rid of the yellow Leclair rock, and he'll take two and tie the game up. So Skyler gets set. Last rock coming, the hammer here in the sixth. Wants to hit and stick. Is it on target? It's close. And it could roll out. Oh, and it's going to roll out of the house. Sluser saw that coming. He was yelling sweep to hold the line. And just over curled, I believe. And just good for a single point. Making the score 4-3 in favor of Leclair. But barring an unforeseen situation, it seems likely Sluser will get the hammer back in the last end. And we'll see what happens in the seventh end when we come back to the 2026 DoubleTakeout.com MoPac Championships, coming to you live from Coyotes Curling in Tempe, Arizona. We are back to the featured game here at Coyotes Curling Club, a part of the 2026 Club Playdowns on the curling.gg network. We definitely do thank our sponsors for helping to enable these broadcasts. It's a great opportunity to showcase the best that our regional curlers can do. And I do like that our curlers, I think, can largely hold their own. As Matt O'Brien puts up the center line guard, and Brian Onken is being asked to draw around it. Doesn't quite get all the way around it. Matt's second stone is away. He's looking to draw around the guard that he just put up. This is over curling a little bit, and it's a smidge light, but it looks like it's starting to look to where it needs to go. And I said it over curled, but actually it ended up like right in front of the rings, about 80% open. As Auntie delivers his second stone. That looked okay. It didn't curl up as much as they were expecting. So it definitely allows Kenny Duncan the opportunity to clear it from the rings. Looks like it over curled. Ends up pushing the yellow through the rings out of play. Oh, and that was a free guard zone violation. Or was it a center line? I think it was a free guard. So Jeff's first stone, I think, is to draw on top of the yellow in the rings. Taps it back slightly. So Kenny is going to have another chance at that hit. And this one looks to be more on target. We're going to get one of the yellows moving, just them both moving. And it's going to be a double takeout, brought to you by doubletakeout.com. So Kenny is going to have another chance at that hit. And this one looks to be more on target. We're going to get one of the yellows moving, just them both moving. And it's going to be a double takeout, brought to you by doubletakeout.com. So back to the action. Jeff Barrett is, I think, trying to draw around, ends up clipping his own guard. And rolls wide. So no rocks in the rings. Lots of guards, though. And we see Jeff Kunkel get set for his first, looking to draw around those center guards. Staggered and offset. looks like it was a little wide, but it's coming back pretty nicely. And it does end up about 2/3 buried. Definitely something that Leclair could get to if he wished to make a play on it. And I think the broom is down for just that for Fred Maxey. And I guess also if it crashes on one of the reds in front, it's not the end of the world. It helps peel it, which is what's going to happen. Doesn't totally peel it. Although that shot stone is now open, and there's 2 paths to the button if Leclair needs to take it on. As Kunkel gets set with his last rock of this 7th end. And that does look to be a pretty solid guard there from Jeff. It's going to force Leclair to try something different. Looking to hit and roll off of the red on the left side from this view. Roll it towards the middle and maybe be shot as Fred Maxey steps into the hack. Looks pretty good. Past the guard, it's going to hit and roll. Ooh, a double tap there. Gets one of the reds out of play. And it looks like the shooter also went away. So it moved the red that was off the center out of the way, and now the center is open if you can get past the guards, and then there's a red on the wing. So it's really set up for Sluser to sit 2. Interesting situation developing. You could see Sluser set up a possible steal. It's also possible that Leclair could get forced here and be up 2 coming home in the 8th end as Skyler delivers his first rock. Skyler's yelling hard line. And it is over. They want to make sure it's around the guards. And then the weight's a little heavy. They had to sweep it to get around those guards. And as a result, it was just overcooked a little bit and ends up in the back 12 foot. So not a bad shot, just a little tight for what he wanted. And ends up going deep. So now facing 2, Bob Leclair makes his way down the ice. 2 of the hat for his first 2 skip stones. Gonna make a hit and roll off of the red on the right from this view. As he gets set and delivers. Looking for some hit and roll action. Sweepers are called on. Looks like oh, he was drawing. This is tight. Is it on the guard? It's on one of the guards. And so it's going to crash the guard and roll wide. I thought he was going to hit and roll. He surprised me, which, when a skip surprises you, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So still facing two, sitting two. Sluser has a chance to sit three and really crank up the pressure on Team Leclair. So there's not really a blank possibility, barring an unforeseen circumstance or a mistake. So I think the best outcome for Leclair is to draw for a single point. The best outcome for Sluser is to score three and take a 6-4 lead into the final end. So Styler pushes out from the hack. Good release. Saw a little positive release extension there. Looking to draw around those guards and sit shot and buried on the I'd say the top of the house if you can. So definitely coming around those guards, and now Jeff just comes out to help to bury it as deep as he can, and it does get around those guards, buried in the top 12 foot. Sluser sitting three. So Leclair has a draw to the full 8 foot for a single point. Not the worst outcome if he makes it. I don't want to do the announcer jinx. So a draw for a single point is Bob Leclair coming out of the hack with the hammer here in the 7th end. Needs to make sure it's full 8 foot. That's all he needs. It's a little heavy. It's going to sit down. It's past the yellow guard. A little. It just hits the brakes right on time. And that is a single point for Team Leclair. They will take a 5-3 lead into the final stanza, which you will hear next when we come back to the 2026 DoubleTakeout.com MoPac Championships. Rocks in play. We are underway here in the final end of regulation. If the game is tied after this end, we will go to an extra end, and Leclair's already played an extra end already. In the very first draw, he had to tie to force the extra end, and then he had this awesome angle raised takeout to sit shot without the hammer, and he nailed it. Just super impressive to steal the win. So now the shoes on the other foot for Team Leclair as Brian's shot went to the back 8 foot. And Team Sluser wants to generate offense, so they're putting up corner guards, or at least one corner guard. So Onken's being asked to put a stone in front of his first rock. And someone in the chat reminded me that the announcer for Late Night with Conan O'Brien was Joel Goddard. And yes, that does bring back some memories. And that was a very unique show for Late Night. Definitely taking what David Letterman really kind of fostered and just really running with it. Fun to see. And you know, this curling broadcast is kind of similar insofar as that we are taking what other groups have done and try to add our own personal touch to the broadcast. This rock was meant to go around the corner guard. It's a smidge heavy and will go through the range out of play. I would think that Matt would like to have that rock back. Matt O'Brien. And coverage of this end is being brought to you by curling.gg. Next time you're confused on ice, take a photo, recreate it on curling.gg and try multiple outcomes. It's the only platform that lets you take a shot, undo, and try again. Curling.gg. And Jeff is drawing around. It's just really Team Leclair is really piling them in. Is going to force Sluser to address them if Sluser has a chance to win. And again, thank you everyone for tuning in. As a reminder, we have one more game tonight as part of our quadruple header. It's MoPac After Dark featuring Team McDonald taking on Team Keeling, and the game time is 8 p.m. And then that sets the table for Friday's quadruple header. The action starts at 9 a.m. with games at 12:30 p.m., 4:30 p.m., and 8 p.m. And it's all on the curling.gg network. Curling.gg is our broadcast sponsor for this event, and we definitely appreciate it. We definitely appreciate our sponsors, and we also appreciate the viewers. We hopefully do our best to strike a good balance between recognizing people who are helping us financially and the people that are here to support curling as a whole. And that was a great draw there from Kenny Duncan. As we have Jeff Baird looking to, I think Leclair would want to tap up of the front stone. Just to reduce the scoring area. And this rock is not going to tap, it's going to be a front stone. And I think part of the reason why Leclair wanted a front stone is that yellow is still shot, if just by a sliver. Looking at the overhead camera. That yellow shot stone is almost entirely on the button, just slightly slipping out the back slightly. And then the red rock is about a third above the button. So looking to peel open some stones here. It's going to get one of the, 1, 2, trading places. That was a great raised takeout. Red onto yellow, red. If I got that right. The outcome, though, is that Sluser is now sitting 1. And Leclair could be okay with 1, but he doesn't want to give up a 2 or more. And he could give up 2 and force the extra, go to an extra end. But I imagine he doesn't want to do that. I don't want to do that. As Fred Matzy gets set, looking to heavy draw. I think maybe tap the yellow up top over slightly, just to take away the run back. It's close. So I think they're hoping for maybe a little tap and roll. Okay, not bad. It mostly takes away the tap back again for Sluser. Both teams are doing okay on time. Sluser just went under 6 minutes of time remaining, which is plenty of time to play a final end or any end of the game. And Leclair has 6 minutes, 13 seconds. As you can see from our clocks on this on the monitor on the left side. So that front stone, that was from Maxie. And the broom is down for Jeff Kunkel to do some cleaning up, some clearing. He's going to get 1, 2 yellows moving. So the 2 front Yellowstones are not in front of the house anymore. One went away entirely. The other one is just hanging out on the right side of the sheet. Unlikely to be a factor at the end of the game. Fred Matzy is heading down to the hack for a shot, as I think Leclair wants something similar to what Matzy just threw, but I think the situation favors Leclair to a point, because there's not a way for Sluser to tap the yellow that's in the top 4 foot out of the way, so it really narrows the scoring area for Sluser. So a very similar shot to Matzy's first, it's just a tap. The run back is still there. But the question is, how do you do the run back and make sure that your stones are sitting shot? So Sluser sitting 1. They need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Start mentioning the football game on Prime. Tampa Bay, they're wearing something that's reminiscent of their creamsicle throwback uniforms, which are classic. I like the curling throwback uniforms, which are like sweaters, almost like varsity sweaters that high schoolers used to wear. But let's look at the situation here for Sluser. Spunkle has one more shot to go. And it's looking to see what run back they could try to do. And also they want to do red, yellow. It's possible to maybe peel the yellow out without fully dislodging the red. So red, yellow peel. Likely lose the shooter. And the red might move back slightly. As Sluser gets the broom down, he kind of indicated I think he wants almost like a slashing movement on the rock. And I believe he's going inside out with the counterclockwise rotation. So this is Jeff Kunkel's last here of regulation, looking to run the red onto the yellow and make sure there's shots. Oh, I think it over curled and hit the red onto the front yellow. So it does, I think, make that shot easier if he were to try it next. And if Leclair doesn't block the path. And I do believe that Leclair is going to block the path. So that was a raised takeout attempt, I believe. And just, it was close. So Leclair is going to put up the front stone again. I think really wants to be at an angle an offset angle to that red on the center line to take that run back away. So this is Bob Leclair's first without the hammer here in the 8th end. And Maxey went up to go to where he thinks the stone is going to end up. Sweepers are off of it, so they think it's got enough weight, or it's online or not. It was online. The weight looked pretty good. It's in a pretty straight line to that red, so the run back is still possible as Team Sluser considers their options. They have 2.5 minutes, which is still scads of time. They can take out like a full minute to really talk about it, and they still have their timeout. And as a matter of fact, I think they might do this shot and then do their timeout for their last, just to make sure they have enough time, because they are now just about to go to 2 minutes remaining for 2 shots. Still plenty of time, but they're obviously taking care to line stuff up, and they're going to try like a slash, like an angle raise takeout. I'm trying to see if that's the best possible shot for them. I think it almost is. I mean, they could going down the middle with the double raise takeout. That might be easier to manage almost than to try to go through a really tricky port. And the number of stones that he wants to contact are the same, because I don't think I was thinking they were going to try to go for that middle red. In between the center line and the right side, that middle red, but I don't think he can get to that at the right angle. So he's going to do red to the yellow. This is close. Red. Ooh. Just not the right angle. It does open it up. So now I think Leclair, they could either put up a front stone, or they could draw in and just be sitting right on top to make it next to impossible for Sluser to get the 2 points. So it looks like they're drawing. I think light's the miss. They don't want to be too heavy, or I think light's still the miss because they don't want to make. They want to make sure that Sluser cannot get a second point. So if they draw 2 corner frees on the red up top, that would be optimal. But if it is light and ends up as a front stone, that's not bad, just because it makes any sort of attempt to get to the center of the house that much more difficult. So this is the last rock coming from Bob Leclair, looking to put up a guard. Seems like it's good. I thought it was a little more curl than they wanted, but it's not going to affect the outcome too much, I don't think. Well, and then also that shot that Leclair put that stone so that the yellow-red raise is not there. So now it leaves open one possible shot to draw to the, like, biting the button for that second point. You can almost be full 4 foot for that second point to force the overtime. But a little tricky there. And it looks like they did call their timeout. So like I thought they would have plenty of time to call this last shot. Looking for a draw, and also like Leclair just kind of showed them the path really, and if they have the weight dialed in, they will get that second point. So sitting 1, looking for a second point. This is Skylar Sluser. Looking for a second point to force the extra end. Here we go. The hammer in the 8th end for the tie. So the line looks pretty good. Now it's a matter of weight. It's a little, it needs to get there, and it is there. Wow. So that is for 2 and for the extra end. We're going to take a quick pause in the action. We'll be right back for some bonus curling. Ain't nothing like it when we come back to the 2026 doubletakeout.com MoPac Championships.
It's just a minute between ends. I grab some water real quick. I got 4:30 and an extra time. Yeah. I was worried about the line for a long period. That line is coming in real hard. Yeah. It's also there. It's also there. Was he? Oh, I didn't know he was there. That's why he called lines earlier. Kenny brought a fan club today. Yeah. Plus, I threw a very
We are back. This is the two sweetest words in the English language are bonus curling. I think William Shakespeare said that once. We are in the extras here as Skylar Sluser had a brilliant draw for 2 to force the extra. So Matt O'Brien opens up the extra end with a draw to the center line. Looking to steal the end. Brian Onken for Leclair is drawing around. They're going to settle in the top of the 12-foot. That is buried. As we see Matt's second stone here. Coverage of this end is being brought to you by End Game Curling, manufacturers of the travel handle. It separates into 3 pieces for easy storage into most carry-on luggage. The travel bag is included and is compatible with other curling groom brands, with a compatibility page on endgamecurling.com. Also, there's colors. I didn't see that. They have a red, blue, and silver, it looks like. So, we just see Brian's second stone here, as Matt's second guard looked to be successful with the intern clockwise rotation. Brian was asked to kind of draw around again. One thing to note is that they are the last game on the ice, and so the ice conditions will likely change as it kind of gets a little frostier with the people off the ice. That draw around again was excellent from Onken, so the leads are really leading the way, as it were, with good curling shots to open up this extra end. As we have Kenny Duncan with his first, and they're looking to draw around on the left side with the counterclockwise outturn rotation. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in. In a second, we'll update the other games that have finished because, as I said, they're the only game. This is the only game left on the ice. And what a draw there from Duncan! It is shots. It is pretty well buried. I say that. It looks like it's about 60% open on the right side from this view, and so Leclair has the broom down to pick that out. But great effort from Kenny Duncan, and I imagine he can follow that up with a similar draw with his next. So Jeff Baird is looking to pluck that out like an eagle plucking out whatever an eagle plucks. So looking for about hack weight. This is a little heavy though. It only just glances the red stone. So a miss, unfortunately, from Jeff Baird. And serves to put that further under the center guard coverage. I wonder if Leclair is going to look to maybe run the yellow back onto the red next. Just to kind of make sure that he has a chance to score the single here. Kenny Duncan is going to try that draw again. So while Kenny's shot is away, let's go around the rings real quick. Team Siggins, they were behind to start the game, but then they got a 4th spot in the 3rd end and did not look back, scoring in the 5th, 6th, and 7th ends to take a 9-3 victory over Team Meyer. That's Siggins and Coyotes 9-3 over Meyer or San Francisco. And so that's a good guard, y'all, from Mr. Duncan. So Like I said, I was wondering if Leclair was going to go after, kind of raise the yellow onto the red now, and the option he's choosing is to peel the guards, which makes perfect sense. As you see, Jeff's last stone, looking for some granite to fly, Eagle fly, and that looks to be a not quite a double takeout, but as close to a double takeout as you can get. So updating the other sheet that we had action was on sheet B, the women's game between Team Camarena of San Francisco taking on Team Walsh, also San Francisco. Walsh pretty much had this game under control, scoring in, looks like 5 of the 8 ends to take a 7-3 victory, Walsh over Camarena. So interesting outcomes. It's still very early in this tournament as we have Jeff Kunkel's first stone. And looking to, I think, close off that run back that I was thinking about. And so it looks like it tapped a little bit more than they had wanted. And Sluser is, I think it was like giving a little hop there, just based on how his body's. He could have been just stepping down off of the walkway, honestly. But I definitely feel like he's got like a lot of energy and emotion in him, which is great in a sport like curling. So both teams have a new timeout. But it looks like they're going to go after the angle raise that I've been looking at for the past couple stones here. And so that's Fred Maxey with his first. Line looks a little inside. It's getting better. It's close. It is on the money. Look at that red shot stone go away. And just like that, Leclair's hitting 3. Wow, that's a great shot. Looks a little inside. It's getting better. It's close. It is on the money. Look at that red shot stone go away. And just like that, Leclair's hitting 3. Wow, that's a great shot. So back on the live action as Kunkel is set to, I think, hit and roll under, or raise the red. Just as tricky. I don't know. I don't think they needed to do that though. I think that they need to steal, and they have a lot of front cards, so they just drew around buried. It'd be, I think, hard. I mean, Leclair can get to it, but sometimes Leclair can't get to it. Just unfortunate. I do understand what they were trying to do, I think, and I didn't think it was necessary. Although it does set up a hit and roll. And so it looks like Leclair is just looking to, I think, close off access with Maxey's last stone here. So looking for a front stone just to make it that much harder for Sluser to get into the rings. And he drew around. And that just makes the scoring area that much smaller, although it does set up a possible double for Sluser to take on. So I think the hit and roll is also still there. I think the hit and roll's there, and if they miss a little high, they maybe set up a double. But a pretty interesting situation. Teams are doing okay on time. Show you the clocks in the background here. Sluser with the red clock has just about 2 minutes, and both teams still have their timeout. So a key moment here. As Sluser gets set and delivers. Looking for, I believe, the hit and roll. It's close. Hit and roll. Wiggle under. Goodness gracious, that was a great shot. Looking for, I believe, the hit and roll. It's close. Hit and roll. Wiggle under. Goodness gracious. So, tie game. That could be the game winner right there.
Somewhere less than that.
Although those, there's a chain of rocks. So Leclair is looking at doing a red, yellow, yellow, red. Raised takeout. Red, yellow, yellow, red. So it's there. As Massey takes another look to make a look at it. I mean, I could do this in my sleep, right? No, I cannot do this in my sleep. So Leclair has the broom down. This is going to be something if Leclair makes it. He had a similarly excellent shot in the first game that went to extra ends in the first draw. So is it over currently? It looks close. Red, yellow, yellow, red. Slight jam in the back, but just like that, how the turns have tabled. So is it over currently? It looks close. Red, yellow, yellow, red. Slight jam in the back, but just like that, how the turns have tabled. So we are to the last of the skip stones. Each team has one shot remaining, with Bob Leclair holding the ever so important hammer. You can see that Sluser took the timeout. That's a 90-second timeout, so they have about a minute remaining. You can see the front end making sure that the ice is clean. They don't want to have a bit of debris ruin this shot, and they are just looking to find a place to hide, to be shot, to hopefully steal the win from Bob Leclair. So you can see that that's what they want to do. They're still banking on about 4.5 feet of curl. And this is a shot where, I mean, I don't know what's more important. I mean, the line is obviously important. They want to make sure it's buried, because if it's poking out, Leclair has a chance. I mean, I would have to say the weight's the most important part, because they need to make sure it is biting the forefoot to have a chance to even steal this win. Even a chance to steal. So timeout over. Sluser has 90 seconds to throw the stone, and he's not going to need 90 seconds. Here we go. Skylar Sluser's last rock without the hammer here in the extra end. Sweepers jumped on it early. $14.75, so it might be a smidge on the light side as the Vice comes out to help. Is it going to get there? So close. And, oh my goodness, just a little short. And that is the ball game, folks. Team Leclair takes 2 points and a 7-5 victory in extras over Team Sluser. So just a great game all around. We're going to do a quick reset and be back at 8 o'clock, maybe just a little after 8 for our MoPac After Dark. So just to recap the scores in this draw, we had Team Siggins 9-3 over Team Meyer, Team Walsh 7-3 over Team Camarena, and as we just saw, Team Leclair, there was marked 6-5. I thought it was 2 points, but I could be wrong. So, excellent stuff. Hopefully you guys will tune in for the rest of the weekend, starting with MoPac After Dark in just about an hour's time. So we're going to sign off for now, but we will be back in just a short amount of time. Until then, just a quick thank you to our sponsors who we definitely appreciate, including doubletakeout.com and curling.gg and Endgame Curling. Thank you to our sponsors, and thank you to you for tuning in for tonight's game. We'll see you at 8 o'clock. And until then, on behalf of all of us here at MoPac and Coyotes Curling, and with thanks to our sponsors, this has been your host, Ryan Olson, saying good night and good curling. We'll hopefully see you in about an hour.